Virgo, what's happening, guys? Right, this week's reading for the sign of Virgo and everybody else who's listening or watching at the moment, and thank you for tuning in if you have. This week's reading for Leo and for Virgo, I'm sorry, got Leo on the brain because I've just done it a minute ago. And this is for July 17th to the 23rd. Okay, Friday 17th of July right through to Thursday the 23rd of July 2019. But the best time to watch this is when you're drawn to it, friends. Okay, that's just the energy of the moment. That's when I'm doing it. But there's always some energy behind the moment when you're drawn to watch a spiritual video on YouTube. It's kind of hard to believe because YouTube is the way it is, but believe me, it's true. Right, first card out for the sign of Virgo this week, and it's the Hermit. Okay, so Alice is waving bye-bye. Now, this character is the Knight of Cups in this deck as well. So I'm seeing some Cups energy in this card. That would be water sign energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that are around you, Virgo. Your sign, your situation is more about the Pentacles, but we'll see what comes up with that. Alice is waving goodbye to the Knight of Cups, who's actually the Hermit. I shouldn't keep calling him that because this really is the Hermit card. And she's waving goodbye to him, and he's a great friend. He's been really good to her, but he's got to disappear and work out something on his own life, I'm sorry. Now, the poignant thing here is that Alice is about to turn into a woman, so she will see him again. He's only going away temporarily, but things will have changed when he comes back, so that's why she's almost tearfully waving there and waving the hanky. And life is change, and it's not always welcome change, is it, guys? So this card says retreat a little bit from the world. Okay, true, when you come out things will have changed a bit, but that's not to say you'll have missed anything. The energy is around. The angels are always supporting people. So don't worry about leaving people behind, because it won't be for long. You can't pour from an empty vessel. That's what this is really saying. Okay, it's number 9, so it's very close to completion. Yeah, so this isn't like it's all over, but it needs to be like all over for a very short time, just so you can think about something else. Okay, Virgo, so don't worry about taking yourself out of situations. Yeah, it can only go well in the end. Right, now then, I'm about to shuffle, or I was, and ask for a card saying, tell us more, please, about number 9, the Hermit, in this reading for the sign of Virgo, July 2019. But the weirdest thing has happened. This has never happened before. I'm not just saying it, it's not just a cop-out because I don't like shuffling or anything like that. But I've just been told to use the same 3 oracle cards that I used in the last reading for Leo, so I'll do it. There we go, 2 for the price of 1, or in fact that's going to end up being 6 for the price of 3, so no bad thing. And that means that the divine director, intervention and purpose is who's going to be telling us more about number 9, the Hermit, in this reading, about that need to go away from things. It says, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Okay, now this is a very good reason to step back from the world and take your time. Is life making you happy? Now that's a big question, because anything that's worth having takes a fair bit of work and will probably involve some unpleasantness at times. That's just the nature of life. But your real purpose is happiness, and if it's just not going that way and you're not sure where you could bring happiness in without knackering all the plans you've got in place now, then just remember happiness is your purpose, because happiness is the key. And the reason the divine director is directing us towards happiness, Virgo, and everyone else actually all the time, is that really that is our purpose. This world is full of influences that say we shouldn't be happy, we should just work. We should vote for governments, we should work, and we should make tax for governments, we should kill people from other countries for governments. The internet is changing all that, guys. I think it's great. The last really massive war the UK was America was in it as well. Obviously, Second World War, really, 39 to 45, and there are still wars going on. But it's politicians who arrange these wars. It isn't politicians who die in them 9 times out of 10. Although some of the more genuine politicians will go out and fight, I know that, but Goodness me, how did we get onto that? It's because life is meant to be happy. That's what I'm on about, you know. And if people are happy in the force, is great. I'm not saying anything about it. I've been in the Air Force, you know. Anyway, right, middle card of this reading, Six of Pentacles. Pull it together, Andy. It's 4:56 already, and I haven't done the middle card yet. Right, so here we have the Mad Marcher and the Mad Hatter standing around a big feast. Now then, Six of Pentacles, it's earth sign energy, so it is you guys, Virgo, also Capricorn, Taurus energy around you maybe. But this is you, it's Pentacles, it's earth, fire, air and water and the divine all working together. So there's a lot of energy behind this. And this is telling you, right, that resources are needed. Maybe you really need to build up your resources. That's another reason for being the hermit, actually. Just stop doing things for a while and you stop using resources, you build some up. And after a fairly short time, you're back out there on top of your game again because you've got the extra resources. Now this card says the resources are there and you can have them, but it might be difficult. You might have to jump through hoops. You might have to convince a Mad Marcher and a Mad Hatter in your own life somewhere that you need these things and you're doing all this for a reason. But it's positive. The resources are actually there when that card comes in. No need to shuffle for the next one because it is the middle one from the last reading, which my guide has told me to use. Lady Portia, Divine Order. Here we go. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So do what you feel is right. That is how to get through this, guys, okay? And we've also got to have our thoughts on happiness as well, as the Divine Director was telling us. But this really is the way to get through this. The resources are actually there. So going ahead and doing what you like is going to be supported by the universe at this stage of the game. Okay, really, really positive that, Virgo, and I'd go along with that if I were you, because that looks really positive indeed. But the question is, where do we go next? And the next card isn't going to be the end of the journey. It's just going to be kind of where things are headed. Okay, 3-card spread. We've got, you know, card number 1, pretty much where we are now. Card number 2 is sort of where we're headed, but it's very much the heart of the matter. Card number 3 is all about where we're going. So let's have card number 3 for the sign of Virgo. Put that straight again. Gosh. Oh, one day I'll learn to wear clothes without looking like a trash can on legs. Right, and the final card in this reading, there's 7 of Cups. Now, a good deal of magic, a good deal of mystery in this card. It's number 7, so we're not actually on completion yet, but we're more than halfway there, and it's a very magical number. It's a very magical scene, this as well. Let me take a closer look. We've got 2, 3, 4 candles lighting it up really nicely. Now, 4 candles kind of means something in British comedy. There was a comedian called Ronnie Barker who sadly passed away now, and he did this famous sketch where someone came into the shop and asked for 4 candles, and he got 4 candles out, put them there, and the guy said, no, 4 candles, and it handles for forks, and he wanted a handle for a fork. So I don't know, when Ronnie Barker passed away, he was a Roman Catholic, and they had a big service in a cathedral in London, and there were only 4 candles on the altar. There's usually 6. So even the Catholic Church gave in to Ronnie Barker's sense of humour. Look him up, guys. It's the first round of Open All Hours. He was in a thing called Porridge. He's been in loads of British things, the 2 Ronnies. Great fun. If you like British comedy, check out Ronnie Barker. Anyway, right, I've really gone off on one there, haven't I? Because I don't know what that's got to do with the price of fish. But yes, I have, because basically a comedian was able to move mountains. A comedian was able to get a Roman Catholic cathedral in London, you know, a big famous Roman Catholic cathedral, to do things completely differently, even though he'd actually already passed away when that arrangement was came to pass and came to be. So magic can happen. The only trouble with the 7 of Cups here is, you know, how does the magic happen and what is the magic? We really can't tell. These are very, very random symbols on the doors here, or on the cabinet, or whatever it is. They're doors in another deck. But yeah, we don't really know where things are going. We don't really know what's going on when this card comes up. But it is the final card in a very positive looking spread. Actually, nothing negative in taking time out, Virgo, or everyone else who's listening. Nothing at all negative about taking some time out, because, you know, there is a lot of abundance around, and it'll still be there when you come out of your time of being the hermit. But where does it go? Who knows? Well, now I would shuffle and ask for another card and say, tell us more about the 7 of Cups in this reading for Virgo. which I am doing in July 2019, blah, blah, blah. But as I said, my guide has told me, same ones as last time. So it's Archangel Michael, and this is a great way for a great character to have around for cutting through all the confusion. Archangel Michael, very, very high energy indeed, really, really high, and that doesn't mean like high and powerful in terms of the worldly way. If people are high and powerful, generally speaking, they'll try and crush the smaller ones, but Archangel Michael is there to help everyone. He is pure love. He is pure light. Call upon him, okay? Nothing selfish in calling upon him, because he will protect you and only you the way you need to be protected. But he's not physically limited, because he is divine spirit, and he can help anybody anytime, all at the same time if need be. Doesn't matter. So he'll help you. Call on Archangel Michael. Ask him to come in and help. And he will, guys, okay? And that is going to help you not just know what to do about this, but also to know, as it says on the card, you are safe. Angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And it's saying trusting heaven here. So lift your eyes up and keep your eyes on the prize, okay? The answers are up there. Thinking about another famous London cathedral, I think it's Westminster Abbey, which is an Anglican one. It belongs to the Queen of England. It's got the most fantastically painted ceiling you can imagine, and tourists come in and they don't actually look at it, and they train all the tourist guides that are taking you around the cathedral in a group to tell you, look up. And people are amazed when they look up, because there are wonderful things to see all around Westminster Abbey, but it's what's painted on the ceiling that is really and truly the thing that needs to be seen. And not everybody sees it, because not everybody looks up. So don't know which way to go. Look straight up, look to the divine, ask for protection and trusting heaven, this card says. So trust heaven, guys. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know if I did this rant at the beginning, but I'll try and keep it brief. It's taken a long time to upload things. It's taken, I think this is Wednesday, and I've been trying to upload all 12 videos since last Friday. Normally, sort of, I could upload about 3 a day, but I can't do that at the moment. It's just such a slow thing, and so I've kind of reduced the picture quality a bit. This ought to get this I think, cancel, yes, Virgo. So this is the first 6, Libra, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capri, Aquarius and Pisces. Bit later in the weekend, probably Sunday. I'm really sorry. There's an engineer coming round from the phone company today. Hopefully next week it'll be a bit better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss anything, because new videos are coming out all the time. And leave me a comment, guys. It's always good to share the journey, and tell me what you thought. Brilliant stuff. Well, I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a fantastic week ahead, and peace.